Good evening, Garage Gang. Yeah, you already know who it is. It's Avatar John, your market mechanic, pit lane preacher, and volatility whisperer. Tonight's theme is Divergence, the growing gap between how rich everyone feels and how fragile this engine really is. Liquidity's draining, whales are waking, and the AI crowd just bolted another turbocharger on the world's economy. So grab the keys, crank the volume, and tell your favorite DGen we're live. Smash that like. Hit that follow and share it with the friends still waiting for the perfect entry. Cue the lights, fire the cylinders, let's rip. The global dash is blinking red and green at the same time. Divergence everywhere, stocks smiling, bonds begging for mercy, and even gold just spun out. Gold dropped more than 5%, silver slid 7%. Safe havens? That's fear wearing designer shoes. When gold bleeds, liquidity's not hiding, it's hunting. Capital's a shark now, cold, fast, ruthless. Traditional finance closed, S&P barely green, NASDAQ flat, Dow backing up, volume light, breadth weak. Half the market parked while headlines promised safety. Then came Tesla's crash test. Record revenue around $28 billion, but profits cratered 37%. Margins shredded, tariffs biting, AI spend used to mask the smoke. That's not acceleration, that's a burnout at the line. Meanwhile, the government shutdown drags on, freezing the SEC. ETF approvals locked in park, liquidity pacing in circles. Zoo out, the world's in a 3-speed skid. The Fed drains while pretending to ease. Europe tightens into a stall. Japan reverses decades of stimulus. China pumps liquidity just to keep the wheel spinning. That's divergence in motion. One gear up, one down, one grinding. And why the old motor stutters, the new one's roaring. The Lubian mining pool, ghost wallets from 2020, moved 1.8 billion in Bitcoin. No exchange link, no panic sell. Stealth accumulation before the next lap. Then the spot ETFs flipped green. 4,300 Bitcoin and 25,000 Ether, about $500 million in fresh inflows. Retail's nervous. Institutions are loading trunks quietly. And then Hyperliquid filed to raise $1 billion, walking into Wall Street with a Solana treasury strapped to its hip. That's not a headline. That's a power move. TradFi builds systems, we build empires. A decentralized exchange going public isn't a merger, it's a takeover. Meanwhile, Cadena flatlined. Another 2021 dream out of fuel. The weak are dying so the apex predators can breathe. That's the world tonight. A tug of war between hope and gravity. The track's slick and every turn matters. Now to the beast that never sleeps, AI. This isn't innovation, it's conquest. Rome had legions, America had oil. Now the empire runs on data and compute. AI's not coming to help, it's coming to test, to separate the disciplined from the disposable. NVIDIA's DGX Spark, a supercomputer the size of a briefcase, just handed every builder an F1 engine. Gatekeepers gone, execution only. Then OpenAI drops ChatGPT Atlas, a browser that thinks, reads your screen, fills forms, books flights, automates your day. That's not a browser, that's a co-pilot. Finally, a browser that watches you while you Google how to delete browsing history. Google AI Studio fires back. Speak it, it builds it. Apps from words. Deployment one click. Congrats, you're now a software engineer. Your hoodie and burnout are in the mail. Shopify X Lovable. Describe your product, drop images, and AI launches a live store in minutes. Great. Now my toaster's selling merch with a logo. Then comes the backlash. Atlas, Perplexity, Opera Neon reading every pixel you see. Convenient? Sure. Private? Never. Who knew read my mind also meant read my bank logins? And then Cody rolls in, the AI office butler. Restocks, cleans, orders supplies, predicts your next move. I, for one, welcome our snack optimizing AI overlords. Here's the truth. This isn't about gadgets. It's a rewiring of reality. The internet itself is mutating from a library into a living organism. Static pages are dead. Passive browsing is over. Now the web thinks, talks, and acts. The internet we knew is gone. Get on board this train or get left standing on the tracks. AI is torque. Crypto is traction. Together, they're the drivetrain of the next economy. And the Garage Gang, we're not watching, we're building the engine. And now, what you've been waiting for. Welcome to the trench, where patience turns into profit and overconfidence gets you wrecked. Cut to South Point Casino. Midnight neon glowing, slot machines humming, smell of bird coffee and cheap cigars. Christian XXX sits in his usual corner booth. 2 laptops open, half a state gone cold, and that calm focus of a man who already knows the odds. This is where traders work. while the world sleeps. A digital pit inside a Vegas heartbeat. He's calm, silent, dangerous. One eye on liquidity, one on the order book. Wallets don't lie, he says. People do. The first spark hits. Solana memes heating up. 3 fresh engines on his feed. Probity, about 1.75 million market cap. 181,000 liquidity. Only 24 hours old, already closing in on 1 million in 4-hour volume. LP locked, rug check clean. Nickel, 1.57 million cap, 153,000 liquidity, 48 hours on chain, up over 400% in a day. Pure momentum. Valor, 3.78 million cap, 231,000 liquidity, built on Radium with low taxes, steady traction. He spreads small, Probity for speed, Nickel for momentum, Valor for structure. Then he shifts focus to the big lane, Solana itself. Price dancing around 182, buyers stacking. He waits for the retest, fires the entry, exits near 189 before the crowd even wakes up. That's trench work, discipline over dopamine. Then he turns to the camera, voice low, deliberate. If you can't afford to lose, don't step foot in here. This isn't a savings plan. It's a casino with teeth. You don't set it and forget it. That's like leaving your chips on the table and walking off to take a leak. If you're a high adrenaline type, fine, but use your tools. BullX, GMGN, Axiom, Dex Screener, whatever keeps you faster than your fear. This market rewards preparation and destroys fantasy. He glances at a sticky note on his screen. You don't win by knowing. You win by waiting. That's the gospel of the pit. No autopilot, no luck, just patience sharpened into instinct. At the South Point, machines hum, neon flickers, the stakes cold, and the wallets heavier. That's how a pro survives the trench. Small entries, tight exits, no ego. Down here, it's beautiful chaos. Fast money, faster consequences. You either master it or it buries you. The lights drop to cool blue. Screens glow. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day, the full track. Lulu steps up, voice calm, eyes sharp. All right, gang, she says, let's read the divergence like pros. Bitcoin, short-term higher lows, but hourly averages still tilted down. If we reclaim 111,800, bulls get momentum. Lose 108,000 and we skid to 106. Ethereum, pinned under its 200 moving average. Needs a daily close above 3,900 for confirmation. Under 3,700, momentum fades. Solana, still the race car. Break 184, and it rockets toward 192. Drop below 175, and it skids to 168. Cardano, trading around 62 cents. The pros watch that moving average coil. Above the 200 means daylight. Below means fog. Reclaim 65, and trend flips bullish. Lose 56, back to the pits. Lulu circles the charts. These averages are your pit crew. Above the 200 MA, traction. Below it, black ice. When price and momentum diverge, trust the math, not your mood. She smiles. If we reclaim these levels, the bulls get the green light. If not, respect the downshift. She closes her laptop. None of this is financial advice. It's discipline in motion. Trade small, think big, and keep your stops where your pride can't fight them. So where are we parked tonight? The world runs on divergence. Optimism up top, fragility underneath. AI's roaring, gold's bleeding, Tesla's burning cash, BRICS is rewriting the map. The dollar's still king, but the empire's cracking. We're in the regime of divergence and deleveraging. Calm headlights, cracked axles. Those who win will be the ones who adapt, not react. This isn't financial advice. It's mechanics, mindset, and mastery. If you can't afford to lose, don't touch the wheel. But if you can, let it rip. That's your Guru Crypto Garage nightly recap. See you tomorrow, Garage Gang. Stay sharp, stay dangerous, and keep those